Bitcoin ETF trades 35 million on its second trading day. And I'm wondering how much of the volatility to the downside on Bitcoin had something to do with some of this stuff.
Why gold-backed cryptos are a good bet in a bear market. I think that this is a horrible article and extraordinarily misleading.
The regulators and people in the industry are finally getting together and looking for solutions on how to mitigate risk in using blockchain technology.
A crypto-themed restaurant in LA has stopped accepting crypto. So they launched this a couple months ago, and they started taking Ethereum and ApeCoin as payment. That might be quite possibly one of the worst business models I have ever heard of. Hey guys, I'm at the Reaper Steven.
This is Ace coming at you with Reaper Radio, talking about all things crypto, DeFi, market regulations, and all that good stuff. So getting right into the market news and analysis, we've got a piece today. All right. So what we got is the ETF ProShares Bitcoin ETF trades 35 million on its second trading day. They're definitely allowing institutions to funnel money into this. And I'm wondering how much of the volatility to the downside on Bitcoin had something to do with some of this stuff, because what this has allowed a lot of these institutions to do is to basically, it gives them the advantage in shorting, expecting price action to go down, and they take these short bets. And what kind of sucks is they start making these products like this. Where's this one at? The Short Bitcoin Strategy Pro Fund, the BITIX. These institutions make these funds so that they can also play to the downside or to the upside. And, that's not good for us hodlers. You know what I mean? The banks getting in being banksters again. So kind of disappointing there, but it is cool that there is an on-ramp, an institutional on-ramp for digital assets in the form of an investment utility like this. I mean, we've already seen what they did to the GLD. They can't really do it with blockchain. I don't really think you can make fake warrants and contracts like that with a blockchain ledger. So it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, so moving right along.
Articles that I don't necessarily agree with, Ace. Why gold-backed cryptos are a good bet in a bear market. I think that this is a horrible article and extraordinarily misleading. So this was about this, where's the coin right here? AABB, that's from Chris Torres, and he's, the president and the CEO and the COO and the director at Asia Broadband. And they're talking about why, gold-backed cryptos will be best in a bear market and while they're reliable. And I personally, not financial advice, but anything that says silver or gold, I stay the hell away from, because a lot of the times it just ends up being a scam. And to verify that they actually have the gold on hand to back it up would be kind of hard to prove. And then gold and silver are volatile to an extent. So, they would need in excess of what their value is to truly have it backed. And then, you've got crypto companies there's one on XRP right now. It's like XR Silver or something like that. You can buy silver through them and use your silver, and they give you, hey, Ace, you ever seen anyone offer 10% under spot on silver? they're claiming they can.
What'd you just say? That is
you heard me.
Blasphemy.
You heard me. 10%
This is
under
blasphemy.
spot.
Now this is blasphemy.
Yeah.
This is blasphemy.
So guys, stay away from shit like this. This is, of course, in their own mind, their own company is the, as they said at the top, the gold standard. But realistically, you're probably going to lose your pants in something like this. They talk about, the tokenization of golds and all this other stuff, but I just don't believe in that. Gold is an old world currency. Granted, we still, not that we use it for currency terribly often, but it's still used in certain places to exchange valuable assets. But realistically, it's not something that belongs on the blockchain. This goes back to my theory that everything doesn't need to be on the blockchain just because it can be. And that's where we end up with a lot of stuff like this. So unless you're looking to lose your pants, stay away from gold. backed things or silver backed cryptos, because realistically, I mean, every single one I've seen so far, every person that goes into it gets washed. So probably not the best idea.
But to the argument that you could have a gold or silver or precious metal backed currency, take a Litecoin miner, for instance. What's it made out of? It's made out of precious metals. So if you really want a secured system that, you actually have the system backed by precious metals and its actual utility, why don't you just make some fancy little silver miners that mint their own coins? Hey.
Sounds like bad advice to me, but who knows? Who knows?
I don't know if it would work. You got to put a whole bunch of stuff in there in order to make that work.
Yeah, and then silver price fluctuates and the crypto price fluctuates, and then they're too far off, and sounds like a Luna situation all over again.
Technically, it's all backed by precious metals.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got?
Next piece. Yeah, let's get this next one in here. All right. So what we got now is the congressional hearing on digital asset regulation and focuses on disclosure. So I'm going to be kind of brief about this one. I think that the most important thing to take away from this situation or this hearing is that they're finally, regulators and people in the industry are finally getting together and looking for solutions on how to mitigate risk in using blockchain technology. Some of the arguments that they talk about and the points that they make have to do with transparency. With blockchain, you can get information about a network, about illicit activities or activity that could be concerning to law enforcement and regulators and investigators. So that's something that would advantage those who would be concerned about risk. And then they also go into they were talking about KYC compliance and the AML stuff. And the conversation needs to happen. The leadership in the industry and the regulators need to come together and need to have a conversation, because in all actuality, decentralized distributed ledger technology is not something to be regulated. It's something to work in cohesion with and alongside of to ensure that its productivity and its success is good. So I think that these regulators are starting to understand this, and when the industry leaders are coming together and talking about it, we're going to see some progress. So I'm looking forward to the future, guys.
I've got a nice little piece here. Delicious irony. A crypto-themed restaurant in LA has stopped accepting crypto. Now, once we get into the story, I can't say that it's going to be all too shocking, but to keep it brief, someone created a spot called Bored and Hungry, and it was a burger restaurant in Long Beach, California. So they launched this a couple months ago, and they started taking Ethereum and ApeCoin as payment. That might be quite possibly one of the worst business models I have ever heard of. A, because of the transaction fee, and B, because of the settlement time. So now they're no longer accepting cryptocurrencies, and their prices are only listed in US dollars now. Like I said, I can't possibly think of a reason why this could have happened, Matt.
Ethereum, thanks. Valak, is that how we pronounce it? I don't know.
Vitalik.
Vitalik, there it is. Thanks, Bud, for pushing all of the innovation over to the XRP ledger, Bud. I want to thank you for that tweet that you posted. I have a record of it, by the way. I want to thank you for that tweet that you posted, thanking XRP. Something along those lines.
Did you have a stroke there for a second? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm just throwing a fit because I don't like that guy's trash talking XRP.
So on top of it, they picked up a bunch of Bored Ape NFTs and then have them displayed all over the restaurant. So who knows what's going to happen to those? I mean, the floor price on those I think is down below $100,000 now. Vegan smash burgers. Listen, that doesn't sound attractive at all. I guess some people are vegan, but come on, guys.
Smash.
It's another reason people stop paying in crypto. No, but I'm not too shocked that this happened. I mean, eventually we'll get to the point where things are more streamlined and people can pay in crypto for stuff. Oddly enough, Matt, if they had just taken XRP, they wouldn't have this issue.
I don't know, man. I figure people just hit their heads on a rock until they just stop hitting their heads and they just figure it out.
Well, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome.
Yeah, one of those things.
Oh, well, best of luck to them. I think that's all we've got for you guys today. I'm at the Reaper Steven on Twitter and TikTok.
And I'm AceX147 on Twitter. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and follow. Thanks for tuning in.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.